I literally think about that every time we're training. I don't train for physical fitness. I train because it makes me sharp. It makes me feel as if I'm stepping into the person that I'm supposed to be in order to wear the heavy jacket that comes from leading people, right? Like, who would this person operate as? Like, this person would do that. Like,
that's right.
You have an obligation to be that person. Like, so you have to train. You have to sharpen that axe before you come in. And it's funny that you say that, because it's like the off training, and it's so parallel to sports, right? Like, it is
basics, man. Back to the basics. Following a process. Block, tackle.
You think about business, though.
Block, tackle. This is a football.
Mm-hmm. Think about, we just went through this with Carson. He played middle school, made the middle school team. They practiced 4 days a week to play 2 games a week. So you're practicing twice as much as you're in the game.
Right.
That's an interesting thought, though, right? Because what is practice? People just get up and they go to work every day.
Right.
Right? They get up and go to work every day. That's the game.
That's so true. Yeah.
But how much? So what does that leave them to just be average in their business? Because they're surely not putting in an hour before, 2 hours before, an hour after, anytime on the weekends, right? Think about the text that float around between us, right? But you think about it, going to work every day is your game. It's not practice.
That's true, man.
It's the game.
That's about what I was going to say. Is so like you have I don't know, are you guys 9 to 5? We're 8:30 to 5:30, right? So, and if you want to be the best salesperson in the room, you're not sharpening your skills, my friends, from 8:30 to 5:30.
No,
when everyone else packs it up
sir.
and goes home, I'm working on my scripts from 5:30 to 7:30, or I'm going home. I'm tucking my kids in after dinner, and I'm grabbing my notebook and my iPad and my book that I'm reading, and I'm focusing on my sales script so that I can be the best sales guy in the room.
And how about this? How about the drive time? How about the drive time?
Yeah.
You know, you get in the truck to go home and you're listening to something that's going to make you better.
24/7.
Right? You're not getting in the truck and jamming on some country music or whatever it is you listen to.
Except when you drive that truck.
Except when you drive
that big ass truck. You better be listening to some country music.
Did you bring the truck today?
I did bring the truck.
Oh, I've yet to see it.
You'll see it. It's
goodness.
Yeah, that is a very good point. Is just what you read is practice. What you prep, your mindset is practice.
I tell everyone, like all of my young LOs, my young loan officers, the reason I'm ahead of you is because I got more hours invested, right? I just got more hours. You can catch me, and they say, well, why is Christy your top LO? Because she has put more hours into the craft than you, and that's the same. It's the same in sports, right? It's a Kobe Bryant thing. So, when he was a kid and he was struggling in Philly at that summer tournament that his dad was the beast at, no points in the whole summer tournament, and his dad says, hey man, I love you no matter what. And he said that was a breaking moment for him. Right. He said, wow, no matter what I do, my dad's going to love me. I don't have to, own up to what my dad was. And then from that day forward, he said, if they were working 2 hours a day, BY, he was like, I was putting in 3. And he said, and my dad just broke it out for me, right? And he said, he did the math for me. And he said, if I went 6 days a week, 3 hours a day, and they went 5 days a week, 2 hours a day, I just put up 8 hours on them per week times 52. Do the math, boys. He's like, that's why I'm the GOAT. That's why the next summer he went back and dominated. I've taken that same approach with my kids, by the way.
That's amazing, by the way.
It's so basic,
but
so instinctually like animalistic.
I know, I love it.
And it's just like duh. It's like duh, but it's practical, but it's also just like are you an executor? Because it sounds great when you map it out, but man, you gotta do the work.
Work, boy.
Yeah, exactly. But no, right. I want to, where do I need to go to school, and what trainings do I need, and what classes, and what pedigrees, and what person do I need to mentor with, and all these different variables that can cheat me out of putting in the hours, right? Like, the reality is you could do all that, but you still got to put in the hours, man. Like,
and if you're talking to kids, that's a very simple example, right? If somebody's coming like, hey, I want to play this sport. Well, it's like, you almost be like, how bad do you want to play the sport? Like, how good do you want to be? And the answer is like, I just want to make team. My friends are playing. That's okay.
Yes.
Like, right? But if you say, I want to be the star player, or I want to play in college, well, then that's the outcome, right? That's talking about the sales goal. You're starting at the end, you're starting at the goal, and you go, okay, if you want to play in college, okay, here's what it requires, and you back down that process, and then you
so true.
You hit the days.
That's what I do with my kids.